And a good morning to you. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Las Cruces. I'm Charlie Scholz. I'm your service associate. The service leaders today are the membership committee, and that consists of Mark Zakontarak, Kathy Cox, Lindsay Neal, Carol Stanfill, and it's led by, at the moment, by the Reverend Nancy Anderson. Okay. I didn't know that rated applause, but we're delighted to have you here this morning. We like to say Unitarian Universalism has no creed or dogma. We are a covenant-based church, and we'll be reciting the covenant in a few minutes, meaning that we agree to live in relationship with one another according to the Unitarian Universalist principles and our congregation's covenant of right relations. We embrace diversity in all its forms. Everyone is welcome here. Let's see, you can learn more about us at going to our website, Church else. If you are in the sanctuary, please rise in body or spirit, and I'll bring you a microphone and you can tell us your name and where you're from. If you're on Zoom, would you please, let's see, what do we do about Zoomers? Yeah, we'll ask you to introduce yourself, okay? And our Zoom master will take care of that. So, do we have any visitors today? There are a couple, okay?
Hi, I'm Trevor from Columbus, Ohio, and I already have a fan. That's good. And I moved here about a year ago. So yeah.
Hi, my name is Madeline. I'm from Asheville, North Carolina, and I moved here like 7 months ago.
Okay, nice to see you here. And I see someone in the back.
Hi there, I'm CJ and I'm from Riverside, California. I moved here about 1 year ago as well.
Welcome. Okay, Adam, do we have any visitors on Zoom? There's one. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Dorothy Latta. I'm a member of the Union of Plattsburgh, New York.
The Zoom just faded away.
Oh.
I'm not sure if that's a sunrise or a sunset. Oh, there we are. Hi, is your mic on?
I think it is. Can you hear me?
Yes.
My name is Dorothy Latta. I'm a member of the UU Fellowship of Plattsburgh, New York, which is the very northeast corner of New York State, an hour south of Montreal. And I enjoy visiting other congregations for worship services. So I'm delighted to find one in a different time zone for my own congregation. So I get a double dose this morning of religion.
Thank you very much. We're pleased that you're all here this morning. If you haven't already, fill out a visitor's card before you go. And if you're on Zoom, please leave your information in the chat. Okay, let's see. Are there announcements? No, I guess not. If you look on the back of your order of service, you will see all of the announcements. And someone pointed out to me that I should especially emphasize Turtle Day. Not being a big turtle myself, I'm kind of anyway, the announcement is there. It's tomorrow evening at 5:30. Is that right? At 5 to 7, and you can be like a turtle. And it's in the gallery, just outside of the foyer through the double doors.
Good morning, everyone. And welcome. Welcome to this house of blessed community, where we come to share to learn, to speak, to listen, to grow together in spirit, in the spirit of peace and harmony and love. We begin our service with these words by Laurelyn Bellamy. The journey of every people of faith includes a sojourn through the wilderness, a time of uncertainty, confusion, and fearfulness. Yet in the midst of the wilderness, a gift appears, wrapped in paradox to catch our eye and lift our spirits. It is in the darkness that we see most clearly the light of truth. It is in the chill of solitude that we most cherish the warmth of community. And it is in the flicker of our collective will that we draw strength from the fire of commitment. And so it is that we accept the gift of our flaming chalice. It's going. Thank you. Please rise in body or in spirit to join in our congregation's affirmation of covenant and the doxology in English and in Spanish. The words are on the screen. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest of truth is our sacrament, and service is our prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve others in community, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with creation. Thus do we covenant with one another.
One of the ways we support each other in this community is through the sharing of joys, sorrows, and milestones. If you have a joy, a sorrow, or milestone you'd like to share with us this morning, please raise your hand and I'll bring you the microphone. Please tell us your name, and a gentle reminder, this is not a time for announcements. If you're Zooming with us this morning, please put your joy, sorrow, or milestone in the Zoom.
My joy is that I got a job finally. Yay! Thank you all for your love and support.
I saw her first.
Good morning. My name is Katie Fitzgerald. Bill and I, our middle grandchildren, will have surgery tomorrow for congenital hydrocephalus. We ask for your prayers. We have every hope that this procedure will be successful, 80% success rate, but it's always nice to have heaven on our side too. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate. Yes.
I promise, Charlie, this is not an announcement. I have a sorrow, and I think that it's one that many of us share, and that is our state is literally burning up. We're seeing the consequences of climate change, which is not just a change, it's a crisis on the verge of becoming a catastrophe. And it's something that we all need to take very, very seriously as individuals and as a community.
Thank you, Dave. Someone else? Yes.
Well, I certainly have a joy. We had a yard sale yesterday, and it was really a good experience. We got rid of, we cleaned out storage sheds, we cleaned out closets. We helped others clean out their closets and storage sheds, and we made some money besides. It was a good day. Thank you all. All of you contributed, all of you who helped.
Yeah, it was great fun. I remember working the aisles, telling people how important this junk was that they were picking up, and yeah, it was fun. I'm going to light one more candle. This is for the unspoken joys, sorrows, or milestones that you've kept in your hearts.
Please join me in a time of prayer and meditation. We call upon the spirit of life, the spirit of community, the spirit of love that will not let us go. We are gathered today in celebration of the joys of our lives and in celebration for the new members among us. And we gather in support of one another in times of sorrow, loss, and confusion. We live in a world that is filled with many horrors, pain, and suffering. We lift up our prayers for our earth and for all who have lost so much in the devastating fires in our state. For all who suffer the cruelty and agony of war. For those who are far from home and afraid. For those who are victims of violence of all kinds. We remember those who are ill, those who are without homes, those who are financially insecure, those who are caregivers, those who are overburdened and underappreciated. We send our love to those who have suffered the loss of loved ones, those who are lonely, anxious, and afraid. Our personal pains, coupled with the crushing awareness of the evils of this world, threaten to steal our hope and our joy. They threaten to make us into empty shells of existence. But life has a way of waking us up, tugging at our shirt tails, reminding us that it is in the small things, the ordinary things, that joy can be found. Look up and see the sparkle in a friend's eyes. the stunning glory of a New Mexico blue sky. Take pleasure in a clean swept floor, an early morning walk, a cuddly pet. Be awed by the starry, starry night and the dawn of a new day. Let us be grateful in the face of sorrow that we can yet feel and be of service to those who need us. This is what it means to be in the arms of a love that will not let us go. This is what it means to have hope. It is to be glad in this life and to know the healing truth of human kindness. Amen.
Good morning. Please join me in responsive reading. I will read the bold part. You respond with the italics, please. Blessed are those who yearn for deepening more than escape, who are not afraid to grow in spirit.
Regularly join in celebration and learning, who come as much to minister as to be ministered unto.
Blessed are those who bring their children, who invite their friends to come along, to join in fellowship, service, learning, and growth.
Blessed are those who support the church and work by their faith and generous giving, and who give of themselves no less than their money.
Blessed are those who know that the church is often imperfect, yet rather than harbor feelings of anger or disappointment, bring their concerns and needs to the attention of the church leaders.
Blessed are those who are asked to serve with life, who realize that change is brought about to do the work of committees and stay till the end.
Blessed are those who speak their minds in meetings, who can take and give criticism, who keep alive their sense of humor.
Blessed are those who know the church is the transformation of society, who have a vision of beloved community transcending the present, and who do not shrink from controversy, sacrifice, or change.
Blessed are they indeed.
Blessed are they indeed. I've always been particularly drawn to that piece because it describes a healthy congregation, a congregation who understands what it is to be a religious community and to live in accordance with the principles of our faith. This reading is a vision of what our life as a religious community can be. It is a vision of who we are at our best. It is the vision of a religious community that belongs to all of us, where everyone has a place and where everyone is valued. It is the vision of a religious community who knows that their religion does not stop operating when they walk outside the doors of their building. It takes attention and commitment and support for one another to live that vision. This is what membership in a church like ours is for. It took a while for me to figure all that out. Many years ago, when I was still a seminary student, I was a candidate for internship in a small but hoping to grow fellowship. I was full of excitement and anticipation at the prospect of, at last, putting the theories I learned in seminary into practice with a live congregation. As part of the interview process, I was invited to lead the Sunday service, and I spoke on why I am a Unitarian Universalist. And I thought it was a pretty good sermon. After the service, there was opportunity for the congregation to ask me questions. And one man said, you know, I've been a Unitarian Universalist for many years. I've worked at all kinds of things, trying to create change and trying to make things better. But I have to say, I'm very discouraged. Things seem to be getting worse and worse, not better and better. I'm beginning to feel like, what's the use? I might as well just take care of myself and forget about everybody else. What's your solution? All my theory and all my learning flew out the window. Here I was confronted with real human pain, a real human being's disillusionment about his ability to be of use in the transformation of society. I knew at that moment that ministry is indeed not for the faint of heart. And I knew that I did not hold the solution to the problem. This was an early inkling that the work of ministry is not to provide answers, but to draw out authentic responses. I answered the man's question. I stumbled a bit, and I'm not exactly sure what I said, but it must have been adequate. And just as I was drawing a breath of relief of getting through a tough situation, I got another question. What is the purpose of the church? Even tougher for me. And again, I must have said something worthwhile because they invited me to stay. But what an experience. As an aspiring minister, I was faced with two of the toughest questions on my very first day. But those questions stayed with me. I continued to wrestle with them throughout my ministry and beyond. And I realized over the years that those two questions are intertwined. How is it that we hope to transform the world? And what is the purpose of religious community? Eventually, I came to the understanding that each of those questions answers the other. And I agree with John Beuhrens when he says that the work of the church is the transformation of society. We're not together for the sole purpose of making ourselves feel better. We are here to learn how to live well in the world, to cause transformation by our very being, by carrying the voice for justice into our daily lives. How do we gain the strength, courage, humor, patience, and love to be agents of transformation? By developing healthy religious communities. Here in this religious community, we can enter a safe place where our fears and doubts can be acknowledged. In this religious community, we can learn, in the words of Canadian philosopher and theologian Bernard Lonergan, to take possession of our full intellectual, moral, and spiritual capacities. He suggests that through our responses to a series of 4 questions, we can become more fully intentional in our living. What attracts my attention, concern, and wonder? How can I make sense of my experience? What decisions of meaning and value do I make? And what commitments to act responsibly will guide and shape my life? Our religious community provides us with a place, a structure, experience, and relationship which help us to reflect on questions like these. In religious community, we can be permitted to ask questions, make mistakes, reveal our vulnerability, develop our skills, and share our talents, and grow. Healthy religious communities are essential in the work of transformation. The world needs us. It is our duty and our privilege to share our community and make it a truly welcoming place for those who seek wholeness and personal transformation, as well as societal transformation. Those who stand outside this church see it as yours. They may be interested in what happens here, intrigued by the ideas we generate, drawn by the promise of acceptance and freedom. But they cannot be a part of what you have unless you invite them in. Each of us in our own way may have a sense of ownership about this church. It's mine because I belong here. It is mine because I have responsibility here. It is mine because I am supported here. It is mine because I helped it grow and prosper. And it is mine because I attend regularly and support it financially. It is mine because it has shaped my life. Many of us can truly say, this church is mine. At the same time, we must say that it could not have been mine if others had not been willing to share. It cannot be mine unless it is truly ours. There are so many people who need the sense of belonging, so many who need to be welcomed. Today, we welcome 17 new members into this religious community. With your warmth and your welcoming invitation, you have helped them move from yours to mine. You have given them a place to grow. And together, we share the work of transformation. And all of us can say, this church is ours. Over the years, you have welcomed many others into this congregation, and I see so many of them here today. At one time, all of us have stood outside the circle looking in. Today, there may be among us people who've been participating with us, watching us, and considering becoming members of the Unitarian Universalist Church of Las Cruces. We would like to welcome you, along with all the others that we honor today. And I would like to invite anyone here who is ready to sign our membership book and join in covenant with us to come forward now and during the anthem. The book is open and ready for you to sign with your commitment. So be it. This morning, we celebrate and formally welcome 17 new members who signed the book since 2020. It's been a while since we've been able to do this, but it is never too late to say, we're glad you're here. In one sense, it is not difficult to join this church. All you need to do is sign your name in the book, and you are an official member. But your name in the book means something, but it is the commitment of the heart that makes your membership real. Your commitment is a covenant with the other members to share your material goods, your time, your talents, your moral support, and your spiritual insights, just as they covenant to share with you. Some of the requests of this church may be unique in your life. New members and current members alike are asked to give your individual ideas about what to do and your sensitive ideals about what the future could be. Above all else, you are asked to make to this community a very precious gift, the gift of yourselves. We welcome you.
Would you please join me in reading the responsive reading number 442, We Bid You Welcome. I will read the standard font and you may read the stuff in italics. We bid you welcome, who come with weary spirit seeking rest.
You come with troubles that are too much for you. You come hurt and
We bid you welcome, who come with hope in your heart.
who come with anticipation to accept, who come proud,
We bid you welcome, who are seekers of a new faith.
who come to grow, or to come to learn.
We bid you welcome, who enter this hall as a homecoming.
We have found here room for your spirit to find and just be told for him.
Whoever you are, whatever you are, wherever you are on your journey,
New members, will you please come forward as I call your name? Julie Sanchez. Craig Redding. Kevin Jurinsky. Matthias Skakow. Wow. Jason Galbraith. Mark Honstreeter, sorry, Mark, who's probably on mine. Colleen Smith. Adam Hayden. Caprice Benoit. Edward Elias. Lionel Elias. Brianna Thomas. Christopher Thomas. Donna Raz. Carol Stanfield. Sam Palanuk. Well, that's okay. Congregation, please join in the words of welcome on the screen. Read the parts labeled congregation. There are many things we get from being part of a church. Solace in times of sorrow, friends to join us in celebration, a force for social justice in the world, encouragement on our path of spiritual development. But there is only one reason to join a Unitarian Universalist church. That is to support it and each other.
We want to support it because it points to what is noblest and best in human life. Because it is open to people of whatever race, creed, gender expression, or place of origin, where walls between people are torn down.
We want to support it because it has a free pulpit. Because it is a place where we and our children can learn that religion is for happiness, for comfort, for gratitude, and for love.
We want to support it because it is more concerned with human beings than us. Because it believes that each person must work out his or her own.
We want to support it because it can help us to laugh in the face of our fears, and because it can help us to laugh at ourselves.
We want to support the Unitarian Universalist Church because it calls us to worship what is truly worthy of our trust.
This morning, we welcome all of you who have indicated your willingness to join the Unitarian Universalist Church of Las Cruces. We are honored that you have chosen to become a part of our religious community. We value your commitment, your participation, your thoughts, and your feelings. Welcome to our congregation. May we be worthy of your trust. New members, will you please signify your willingness to join us in this journey together by saying the following words with me? We wish to share with you in the openness, challenge, commitment, and joy of membership in the Unitarian Universalist Church of Las Cruces.
We will welcome you into membership. As members and friends of this community, we join together with you to nurture one another, caring and concern, to speak honestly, to act with compassion, to love without prejudice, and to live with integrity. Search for truth.
Okay, don't go away because we have here, we're going to welcome you. Well, I guess we don't have to go around because everybody's standing over here. Okay. All right, then. Welcome. All right. All right.
Our time together ends. May the love, care, and safety of this community sustain us. May we be made loving enough to make a safe place for someone else. May we be made strong enough to truly make a difference in the world. Go in peace.
Would you please join me in extinguishing the flame? We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
I have one final announcement. I'd like you to turn around and welcome our very newest members. That's Sam Palahniuk and Shannon Donnelly. And they're going to be getting married in a few minutes out here in the meditation garden. So if you want to be witnesses to the wedding, you're invited. And I believe they even have wedding cake for us. So congratulations. Okay. And there's ice cream too. Yes.